Hi, my name is Brooke, and I've been a type 1 diabetic for 10.5 years. I was diagnosed on April Fool's Day, and when I told all my friends, they were like, Brooke, that's not a funny April Fool's joke. I said, sadly, I'm so not joking. My household was a hot mess for a while. It's pretty hostile for a little bit. My parents had to deal with a newly diagnosed type 1 diabetic and a preteen that just hit puberty. I was scrolling on TikTok, and I saw this guy at one of the conventions with all the booths, and his, I guess like his grab line to get me to pay attention was insulin pump, FreeStyle Libre, and immediately I'm sat. I don't even think I really paid attention to what he was saying. I just heard closed loop and with FreeStyle Libre, and I was immediately sold, which was crazy for my endocrinologist to hear because she had been trying to get me on an insulin pump. My endocrinologist is a type 1 diabetic too, and she'd been doing her hardest to get me to switch. I was at her office, and I saw that just by coincidence, they happened to have like a sample to advertise in the office. And I said, if you get me that, I'll switch. But besides that, I'm not doing it. And immediately she was like, okay, no, we're gonna do it. I sent over my insurance information, and I think within like that weekend, that was on a Friday, and that Monday or Tuesday, I had twiist. Pumps had been offered to me, but I never really saw the benefit or the difference. I just thought it was, we were exchanging, MDI for a tube that just stayed in you and delivered your insulin. It wasn't until I tried twiist that I realized it wasn't just a way to get insulin, it was a completely different lifestyle. I used to refer to myself as a bad diabetic because I didn't have a grasp really on anything. That's what it felt like. Now it's completely different. I love showing everyone my graph. I'm like, look what I'm doing, and look how much da-da-da. And I have all this information now that I didn't have before that feels, it's just crazy. It's crazy to see. With MDI, you kind of just lose a lot of spontaneity. You can't just pick up and go, which is, that's hard to try to confine yourself to not being able to do that. But with twiist, I honestly, I still get nervous. I'm like, is my purse big enough to fit all my pens? I'm like, wait, I don't need all my pens. I have everything I need already. I'm already wearing it. My blood sugars have always been really pretty high. My A1C has always been 7 or 8. I've never been able to get out of there. I made the switch, and I had my endocrinology appointment 2 months after, almost 2 months to the date after I started on twiist. And my A1C went from 7.8 to 6.4, which is insane. It doesn't feel real. I've been, I was trying really hard before that on MDI to get my A1C down, but I just could not break out of the 7s at all. I've been stuck in the 7% for the past 10 years. So I did not think that switching would be such a huge part of it. I didn't think that it could do it, honestly. I was if I can't do it, a little device can't, but I was really wrong. I would say to anyone on MDI that is considering twiist to absolutely just go for it. For me, it kind of felt like it's kind of a split decision. I did not think I was going to be able to get twiist so fast. I remember sitting in my endocrinologist's office and seeing a little sample of it. And I was like, wait, I just saw that on TikTok. And my endo was like, if you want to do the pump, she'd been trying to get me to try a pump for a while. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And I got it. And I don't even know how to explain what twiist has done for me. MDI, it wasn't that long ago that I was still on it. The mental load of everything that you have to do, all the self-management, it makes me sad for my previous self. It does. It makes me sad for anyone still on MDI. As type 1s, we carry so much weight already with adjusting our lifestyle to not inconvenience anyone, but to make sure that we're okay. And you still end up inconveniencing people. And that's what it feels like, even though everyone around you is always very sweet about it typically. I would say give up some of the control and let the device do it for you. For me, that was easy because I really wasn't that great at the control before. But you know, even if you're on MDI and you are fantastic at doing all the math and managing it and your blood sugars are perfect, I would still say make the switch, let it do all the mental math for you. And if you were like me and you were not maybe so great at doing it, it's gonna be a complete lifestyle change like it was for me. It's crazy. You have to do it. I think everyone should do it. I get the questions all the time, what is that? And now it's like a lot from other diabetics or parents or friends of diabetics. They're like, I've never seen that before, what is that? And I'm like, it is the best thing in my life. I went to a wedding in Texas not too long ago, and I'm at the hotel, and this couple comes up to me, and I was wearing a big ball gown, so you couldn't see the twist, but they saw my CGM, and they said, I'm so sorry to bother you. Are you a type 1 diabetic? Absolutely. I'm actually gonna pull up a seat right now, and I sat down, I talked with them for about 3 hours, and they told me about their daughter who was just diagnosed. She's 3 years old, and they were showing me pictures of her. She's blonde, and she's so cute. And they said that's why they pulled me aside. Sorry, it makes me emotional to talk about, because I've never had anyone really say it to me before, but sorry. They said, you look so healthy. I didn't think it was possible, like, to look like this. You know, having this disease, like we've never seen anything before about it really. No one really like talks about it, it feels like. I've never seen like someone in their natural habitat living life with it. And I said, I told them about twiist. I said, it's honestly, if you saw me 3 months ago, you would have not wanted me to talk to you about how easy it is, because it wasn't easy before this. The support from my local twiist team has been so amazing. It really does feel like it's a super personal relationship. Christine is my representative, and we have a close personal relationship. I think that's probably my favorite part about twiist, is that it really does feel so personal. Like I can't think of, I have like my own personal hotline, what essentially feels like, to help 24/7 whenever I need it, which as type 1s, you kind of do need a lot of help. So having her and uniquely benefiting from her being also a fellow type 1, it just feels like, kind of like we're all in this together a little more than what feels like just being shipped an insulin pump and told with a booklet and being told to figure it out, Magical. Magical is, it feels like beyond like your wildest dreams that I could feel so relaxed and so at ease just from a little machine, My mental health has improved so much, like so much, it's crazy. The anxiety that I used to feel, not just about what my blood sugar was or what insulin I had, or not just that, but again, what my future was gonna look like. The reason why I got on twiist was for my future. I have someone that I love, that loves me, and I want to get married and have a family. And the way that my blood sugars had been, it just was starting to become, I couldn't do that. It didn't seem very possible. It was going to take a lot more work, and so that's one of the main reasons why I switched to twiist. My next 5 years, I look healthy, I look confident. I'm just excited to continue to feel really good about myself. I feel like anything's possible after this. I have so much more mental space for the future to think about. Before, it was kind of scary to think about, like, am I going to be here really in 5 years? Am I going to be lucky enough to continue living the way that I am right now? So mismanaged that I'll be here. But now I'm like, heck yeah, give me the next 30, give me the next 40 years.